never got anything like this in England before, so it's
Really?
absolutely great.
That's good.
So then finally my old university relented.
Yeah.
And but there were, I think, 8 or 9 of us getting this speech, and including somebody terribly important called Habermas, who's a very famous philosopher from Germany.
Okay.
But only one of us could make the speech because there wasn't time.
Yeah.
So they asked the broadcaster to make the speech. He made the most boring speech. Whereas Habermas, I'd never heard of him. Habermas and myself were sitting together. We grew more and more lofty the more boring he became.
Yes.
It was sort of marvellous.
Yes. Do you know what you're going to say today?
Well, see, the problem is that I have no sense of humour, and it's very, very difficult then, because seemingly if you say something solemn, people listen to it awful. And I don't know how to do it.
But then apparently other people have gone quite
Yes, I think
more
but I
solemn,
think
and it's
if you
been a
tried
bit
to say something solemn, the students would just think you were just so awful, really solemn, and they just think, well, this is the last thing I need. I mean, I had this for 4 boring years here from professors without having
Yes.
you.
Are you in the business of giving advice?
Oh, well, it would be very bad advice.
Do you like the robes then? Are you pleased with the robes?
Well, it's very nice because he was a poet, T.S. Eliot.
Yeah.
He was born in 1888 and he came to England and he became more English than you.
Okay.
And his poem called The Love Song of Geoffrey Prufrock. And Geoffrey Prufrock was very uncertain about himself. He really isn't sure about anything. He goes into a room and he's immediately worried, and he has a lovely thing that says at the end, "Shall I part my hair behind? Do I dare to eat a peach? I shall wear white flannel breeches and walk along the beach." So peach is lovely. It reminds me of, shall I part my hair behind? Do I dare to eat a peach? Oh, right.
Because you were in journalism for a bit, I think.
Oh, I was.
Did you prefer journalism or writing?
Oh, it's all hard.
Is it much the same to you, do you find?
Oh, in at least in fiction, you've no boss every day sending you funny places. But you don't have the excitement either of arriving at funny places. Realizing that, you know. And also in fiction, you can make things up. In journalism, really
You could say you
mustn't.
could do in
Yeah, but
journalism.
it really you mustn't. You really mustn't. That's the advice. You mustn't.
Yes.
And if you start, it's a slippery,
Yes.
slippery slope.
Yeah.
So you end up making everything up and you get caught, like when Poor Boy in the New York Times got caught making everything up.
Yeah.